Hello everyone, my name is Devashish Roy. I am the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solutions, and I welcome you all to this special webinar. And today's topic is Cisco ASA Firewall Introduction and Basic Configuration. And we'll start with the types of firewall. That is the introduction. We'll learn first what to mean by the term firewall, and then we'll move to the ASA firewall. So what do you mean by the firewall? In this presentation, we will discuss the definition, purpose, and significance in safeguarding network security. So firewall is a part of the network security. It is a security appliance where you have to protect your network from outside attack. Now, a firewall is a network security device that monitors and controls incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. So if anybody is going to say access your web server, or you are going to do some internet traffic outside, so firewall is going to prevent that or allow. So its primary purpose is to establish a barrier between a trusted internal network and untrusted external network or the hacker network. So you have to prevent the hacker from the external network to gain access to your internal network. So that is the purpose of the firewall, to block the outside unauthorized access. It allows the authorized access, but it blocks the unauthorized access. Now, what is the importance in network security of the firewall? Firewalls are crucial in maintaining the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of data within a network. And they help in preventing unauthorized access and the cyber attacks. So any suspicious activity you can monitor with the firewall, and you can block the particular, say, port numbers you can block in the firewall. What are the key functions? Firewalls perform several key functions essential for network security, like they filter traffic based on a set of security rules, and say they block data packets based on IP address, port numbers, and protocols. Now, additionally, firewalls can log traffic data for monitoring and analysis. So you can store the data as a log. Also, you can monitor the data, and you can protect the network against known and unknown threats. What are the types of firewall you have? You can have the packet filtering firewall, like that is the most common type. Like packet filtering firewalls are the most basic form, that they inspect packets and allow or deny them based on user defined rules. So let's say you have made a rule to deny the packet coming from the 10.0 network, and based on the port number, say port 80, that is a packet filtering. And they have the source and destination IP that I've already told you, and the port numbers. While they provide a level of security, they do not track the set of active connections, so they do not keep any log. Another is a stateful inspection firewall, or the stateful firewall. Now, stateful firewall maintain a state table to track the state of active connections. So they have a table, a database, where the port numbers are allocated to which interfaces, and which interface is blocked, which is permitted. So all this, the total picture of the network they have in the database. Now, this allows them to make decision based on the context of the traffic. So every time you need not to maintain the or make any other rules, but they have the rules inside that table, and not just on individual packets, but as a whole, the total network, they have the picture. So that is the stateful firewall. And by inspecting the connection state, these firewalls offer greater security compared to packet filtering, because they recognize, say, once the HTTP packet comes, so they keep the track. So next time if the HTTP traffic again comes, or HTTPS comes, then they can follow the same rule. You do not have to make the rules again. So then you have the next generation firewalls of the Cisco, like next generation firewalls, that is combines traditional firewall capabilities with advanced features such as application awareness, intrusion prevention, and deep packet inspection. And they can identify and block sophisticated attacks by actually analyzing traffic patterns and provide superior protection. So these are next generation firewall that is definitely Cisco's assets. So this is about the general introduction, you can say, to the firewall. And now we'll go to the Cisco ASA firewall basics. So now we'll cover the overview of the Cisco ASA firewall, that is adaptive security appliance, and focus on the configuration setup and the overall importance. So ASA, you can say, it is not a very new firewall. It has been quite a while in the Cisco networking, but now it is the next generation firewall that is a new one. But ASA was a very popular firewall for its simplicity and for its overall effectiveness. So what is Cisco ASA? ASA is the adaptive security appliance that I've told you, and it's a versatile firewall solution providing robust security. And it combines firewall, antivirus, intrusion prevention, and virtual private network or VPN capability also. Like the Cisco has a VPN into it, and this ASA also is built on this VPN. And in one device, you can get all these features. Now, Cisco ASA is widely used in enterprises for its reliability and effectiveness in managing network threats and the threat detection. Now, what is the importance of this firewall? Firewalls act as a barrier between trusted internal network and untrusted, and they monitor and control incoming and outgoing traffic. And the use of firewall is crucial in protecting sensitive data, preventing unauthorized access, and defending against cyber threats. And now, what are the key features of particular Cisco ASA firewall? Now, Cisco ASA firewall offers a range of advanced features, including the stateful inspection of traffic that I've already told you. It keeps a log and context-aware security controls, robust VPN support, and the ability to integrate with other Cisco security products. And the platform supports high availability configurations to ensure continuous service, and its user-friendly interface simplifies management process. Also, with flexible licensing options, it actually caters to various organizational needs, and it provides granular control over the network security. So it is a very advanced mode of firewall, you can say. So what is the setup process of this ASA? Now, initial configuration steps means that to set up a Cisco ASA, you can begin the configuration by accessing the console via CLI, or it has a graphical interface ASDM as well. So in that case, you can configure it in either in CLI mode or in graphical mode. Configure basic settings such as host name, domain name, password, interface IP. These are very basic things, and it's essential to establish device management access through SSH or Telnet. Like you can do SSH or Telnet to any other device like router switch, then you can do it on the firewall also. And after initial configurations, you should save the setting definitely, otherwise the setting cannot be actually accessed otherwise. Then management interface settings, you can configure the management interface. It's crucial for ongoing administration. Set up an interface that allows administrators to access the ASA for monitoring and configuration. So let's say you are connecting the say fastnet 1 or the gigabit 1 port, so you can give an interface name, and also you can set its priority. So all these things you can do. Assign an IP address subnet mask, definitely enable management access protocols like HTTP, HTTPS, these protocols, and apply appropriate security levels. Like say for example, your network to the DMZ, that is given the highest priority, say 100, and then the internal network is given the second highest priority, say 50, and all other outside networks are given 0 priority. So that is never believable network, and that is not trusted. Ensure that the management interface is secured properly to prevent the unauthorized access or the hacking. What is the basic security policies? Establish basic security policies, and it is very vital for protecting the network perimeter. You can create the access control list. ASA will define which traffic is allowed or which traffic is denied. And you can implement the NAT, network address translation, to protect the internal IP address, and you can configure the security zones also to segment traffic. So network segmentation, traffic segmentation, that is very vital. Security policies should be reviewed and tested to ensure they actually align with organizational security requirements, and you can adjust them. So that is about the theory part of this ASA firewall. And in the packet tracer, although you cannot do any advanced configuration in the ASA, for that you require the original firewall. But here you see that we have two firewalls, that is 5546, 5506 and 5505. So you can take any one of the firewall and you can click on it and you can go to the CLI. So you can say that you can press enter, and it is booting. So you can see that the boot process is complete, and this is Cisco ASA, and go to enable. And password is blank here actually. You do not need to give any password in the packet tracer here. Just press enter and you have entered the privilege mode. So it is like the router switch in this case, that it has a privilege mode, config mode, same thing. and you can do config. And let's say I'm say attaching any PC, say this PC, I'm attaching it to the say gigabit port, and this is my internal network, and you can say this is the DMZ, this is a server, and it is in the DMZ, and it's a very secure network, as you know. And I am attaching the to the first 0, so outputs are shut down here now. So now go again to the interface, and you can go to the ports one by one, and you can give no shut, but it will not be open because on the other device, the PC, the IP is not there. So you can give the IP address, just like you can give the IP in the router switch. And if you give the question mark, you'll see a lot of configurations, parameters there: delay, duplex, hello interval, like that. That is protocol specific IGRP. Then IPv6 also you can get, you can set MAC address, assign MAC address to interface. You can set also name. If this is the most important part, assign name to interface and the security level. So you can give the interface name, say name if, and you can say this is say internal or something, internal interface. So security level is set for this interface as 0 by default. So it is the lowest security level, but you want to set it as say 50. So in that case, we have to give security level and just give question mark. It is 0 to 100. 100 is the highest priority and 0 is the lowest priority, means it is the untrusted network. So you can give say 50. So that is the security level that is set for this interface. So similarly, you can to exit, and you can go to gigabit 1 by 2 interface, and also you can give the IP address on one or anything, like you can set another network here. You can give any subnet mask, not only the default, and then name if say it's connected to DMZ. That is why I say DMZ, and it is again set to 0. The security level, you can set the security level as the highest. Say it is maybe more than 90, or give it 100. That is the most secure network. So we are setting the security level of this perimeter networks, and you can see now the ports are all green. And so this is a internal network, this is a DMZ, and any other network that is actually, you can give the security level as 0 network. So let's say this is the hacker's laptop here, that is the attacker, and I connect this to any of the interfaces like gigabit 3. And now what will happen, we will set the interface priority as the lowest. So again, you go to config mode and gigabit 1 by 3 this time, open the interface, and say give any other, say 172.16.0.2 or any other network you assign, and interface name you give say block or something like that, or unauthorized. That is why it should be blocked, or that is name if. Yes. And now you give the security level as the minimum, that is 0, means it is a totally untrusted network. So any traffic that will coming from the network, that is the interface, that will be blocked. Surely you have to do other configurations also, more higher level. You have to set up the protocols. This is the only basic things that I've shown you. Here you can say set up the host name, say ASA or say CSS, this thing. So these things you can set. You can set the say the enable password also. just like in the router, say 1 2 3 4, that you can also set. So these are very basic things that I've shown you. That is a basic configuration, but to actually protect your network from outside attack, you have to do a lot of configurations in the ASA. You have to configure some security policies there, and you have to do it in the graphical mode also, not only in CLI mode. But this is the beginning of the ASA firewall configuration. So I have discussed about the firewalls in detail. What is a firewall? What are the types of firewall? I've told you, and also what is a packet filtering firewall? What is the next generation firewall? And I have talked to you especially about the Cisco ASA firewall. Cisco ASA firewall is not a new one. It was there for a long time, and it's been a very important subject for Cisco network security. And in the network security nowadays, we have other firewalls like the Palo Alto there. We have, say, Checkpoint. We have other firewalls as well. But you can say the still the Cisco ASA is a very important firewall in the market. And as per the network security goes, if you go for the CCNA syllabus, there also you have the understanding of the firewall. You do not have the in-depth knowledge of the firewall or the Cisco ASA in particular, but you have got the basic knowledge of the firewalls there. And in the CCNP, especially in CCNP security level, security specialization, there you have the full configurations of the Cisco ASA firewall in details. So it is very important to know the firewalls in case of the enterprise networking, and especially if you are for the security level. And network security is very, very important nowadays, because as we know that security is paramount to networking now, and everything is revolving around the security. If your network is not secure, so it is definitely susceptible to the attacks, and you have to make your network secure as always. So I've given you a brief overview of this network security, and I hope that it was very helpful for your studies, and also it will be helpful for your jobs also in future, because network security is in very high demand nowadays, and the Cisco networking is also on high demand. So that is about the Cisco ASA firewall basic management and configurations. More to it later, but for now, that is it that I have for you, and I hope that it was very helpful for your studies also. And I thank you all for joining and watching this webinar once again. I'll come with some new topic next time. Till then, keep studying and bye.